guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look was a fun look. We do have a pop of blue with some glitter involved, and I just wanted to tell you that I had so much fun doing this look because I do step out of my box. I normally don't use such bright colors on my face, but today I was inspired by it being spring and I had to make a video on it. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do this makeup look, please keep watching. Okay, so I already have my foundation and a little bit of contour on right now. I did already prep my eyes. I didn't use any primer, just concealer, just because we are going to be using a liquid eyeshadow and I don't want it to interfere. So I don't know if it does, but just to be on the safe side, you don't want to be throughout the day and then it's just like creasing and melting and doing all that stuff. But I did do my eyebrows already, and so we're just going to jump right into it and go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. Okay, so I am going to be picking up the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, and I'm going to go in with Salted Caramel. That's that one right there, and I'm just going to be putting that all over my crease. Just go ahead and put that in lightly. We are going to be using, well, I don't want to say it's completely natural or light colors. We're just not going to go in as bold because we are going to have somewhat of a pop to the rest of our makeup in other areas. You know what I'm saying. So just go ahead and put that transition in. Work that to the crease and the brow bone. And yeah. Okay, so now I'm going in with a darker color. I'm going to be picking up Milk Chocolate right here and Semi-Sweet. I'm just going to be mixing those two in just to get somewhat of a dark shade, but I don't want to go too dark, just to put on the outer corner. And so let's just dab both, whatever. And then just start at the corner of your eye and switch it up a little bit. Now you don't want to go too bold, again, like I said. Just to have some dimension in your eye, that's all we're trying to do, and to be able to see the transition in the shades of eyeshadows. Now, why do I sound like I'm reading I don't know, a poem or a story to you guys the way I'm talking? Just a little right there, guys. So again, on both sides. So now just go ahead and get a blending brush. I'm going to be using a smaller brush just because I don't want it to go too far out. I just want it to stay within, a little far out the brow bone, but just within the crease. Okay, so I'm tongue-tied today. As usual, I stutter and I do all that because I tend to think faster than what my mouth wants to work or works. So bear with me. I'm going to be taking a smaller blending brush, there I go again, and just blend that out. Drag it to the middle and beginning, not too much, just to blend out your outer corner. And the good thing about this brush being so little, you don't have to work so much because you're just trying to blend out the edges. And it won't go far out too much, which is why I chose this brush. So you only have to work with the outer part, the edges of the eyeshadow. Okay, now going in with the liquid eyeshadow. Guys, I don't really recommend this. I don't want to say brand, but I'm going to say brand. This particular eyeshadow from this brand, just because when I used it yesterday, I saw that it started to get patchy and it just fell apart. So I did go in with some eyeshadow to kind of set it in a way. I don't know if it's just this eyeshadow or the brand, but we are going to use it just because I do want to mimic the same look that I had before. So we're just gonna go in and smooth that out, and then we'll go in right after with the eyeshadow to set it in. And I'm just going to push that in. You do have to work kind of fast with this because it does dry up so quickly. So try not to be so messy if you are gonna be using a liquid eyeshadow. If not, you don't have to. You can just use regular eyeshadow and it'll work the same. You might just want to spritz it so it can get the actual glow or look the way it enhances the color. And this color is it's just like a rose gold. You can even use the Stila eyeshadows with the glitter. That I'm pretty sure that would look so nice. The only thing is that we are going to be using glitter liner as eyeliner, so it might interfere a little with the color or take away, because we do want to focus on the eyeliner and the bottom part of our lashes. And now immediately let's go in and set it. And the color that I'm going to be using is I don't know, this one right here. And this is like a pinkish rose gold shimmery tone. So we'll go ahead and pack that in. I'm going to be using an extra flat brush, what I use for my concealer. And I'm going to be patting that in. It actually looks better today than it did yesterday because I'm trying to be so careful with it, just because yesterday I did notice a lot of patchiness to it, and I try to wipe off the excess. I don't want to put too much today so I could go in deeper with the eyeshadow and just bring that color out. But thank you. It is working today. Now for this two right here, these two colors, what you can do if you want, you don't have to, if you don't want to use that many eyeshadows, you can go ahead and skip this step. But let's go back in with, this is kind of like a light brown, a brownish tone with a shimmery finish to it. So let's just go ahead and dab that very little and just kind of sweep it in to those two colors, just to get that good transition and a good blend going on, so it doesn't look so dark and then shimmery. My light bulb just went out on one of my lights. Just go in lightly and blend those two colors in. Now going in with an angled brush, I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. Okay, now we get into the fun part of doing the glitter liner over our black liner. And I'm going to be picking up this NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. And when you open it, the wand has a brush that's so thin, kind of like a liquid liner. So you're going to be doing this carefully. If you see my mirror right here, I'm sorry, it's because I do need to get up close. So what you want to do is you kind of want to outline it and go in carefully. So start at the very top and just work your way through. You do want to start off slowly and mark it, just because if there are some mistakes, you can go in with a flat brush and just quickly remove it before it dries. And that way you can go back and just make it a little more bold once it dries, and it's a lot easier just to do it like that. So if you dab it on, it seems to be applying a lot easier. Kind of like packing it on. So right here where your eye folds and there's a crease, try to stay looking down or not to move your eye around so much that when you open your eye, it doesn't mark it on top. So we're gonna let that dry just a second and then go into it one more time just to make that silver liner really pop and stand out. So now let's go in, now that it's a little tacky. Okay, now that the right one's done, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna do the left one. So let's hope and pray that it comes out right. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and whew! So I did do the left eye and it did come out pretty good. I didn't take long or anything, thank goodness. So now we're gonna go on to the next step and we are just gonna go in with the pop of blue. We are gonna be doing this because it is spring, I guess, already. I looked it up and it said it was gonna be here the 20th or 21st, so it better not be lying to me because I'm announcing it everywhere that it is spring. So one quick thing that I forgot to mention, guys, I did go in with some mascara and I did use the Rocket by Maybelline. This was recommended by Sarah, which is another beauty junkie or makeup junkie, beauty junkie. And you can follow her on Instagram. I don't have the name of her Instagram name off the top of my head, but I can definitely put it in the description box for you to be able to follow her as well. We're gonna go in now with some blue eyeshadow, and this is Freshwater by MAC. And I'm just gonna be going in with a flat, small brush. And I'm just going to pick that up, spritz it, and we're gonna mark the under eye or lash line. Follow the lash line, push that in. I do have a gel pencil from MAC and it's navy stain. We're gonna be putting that into our waterline. I was doing the other day I did do the actual eyeshadow sorry I dropped it, in my waterline, but I know it can be a little uncomfortable. So we'll just go ahead and put this in our waterline so it doesn't feel as uncomfortable. We'll mark it, and you can brush this through your lash line outside because we are going to be covering it up with eyeshadow anyways. So going back in. Now what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be packing it on while you spread it out, I guess. And just so that way you can pick up the color that you want. I mean, of course, if you want to go darker or lighter, that is entirely up to you. Again, this is all on preference. So, but I do want to give it that pop to have that bold because we do have the liner going on and now the blue. Ooh, girl, that went in my eye. So now I'm going to be picking up a packing brush and I'm going to be blending the bottom as well. So I'm just gonna, just the tip, and I'm going to blend that out so we do have a nice blowout with blue. On the bottom, blend that out, blend, blend, blend. So our smudge. So it doesn't just look like blue. It looks like we blended it out as well. And only the lash line will be the focus of a dark blue. So go again. Now that that's blended out, if you do want to blend it out some more, go ahead and pack that in again. Now I couldn't wait to show you the next part I was so excited when I picked this up, which is why I was inspired. But I did pick up, again, I recently made a video on this being my favorite mascara, and I found it in blue. So I was like, yes, we're going to do a video on this. Look, this looks so pretty. So we're just gonna coat our bottom lashes with this mascara. And that's gonna be your pop of blue. It's not too much. And it just gives you that nice little pop. And bam. If you wanna go ahead and add some highlight to the inner eye, you can. And this is like a pinkish light of highlight, and I'm gonna put that into the inner corner. So now blend that out. Okay guys, so I know I look a little weird, but I did go ahead and add lashes and blush. I also use, well, not also, but my blush that I used was by MAC, and it's unconventional. It has like a light purple, lavender, pinky look to it. And it also looks very pretty once you apply it over a blush that you have. It gives it like a holographic kind of look. It looks really pretty, guys. You should try it out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my contour. I'm gonna wet it a little, my blender. Beauty blender. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out the rest. Do you see me dabbing it on my head so hard because it dried out? So I'm like, I'm sorry guys. I left it on too long. And I did use this, where is it? LA Girl, the Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. So in case you were wondering. Now I'm gonna go in with powder to set my contour, and I'm gonna be using my Cocoa Contour by Too Faced. And I'm just gonna be going in and setting my contour with a powder. I know it looks a little heavy or dark. Don't worry, I'm gonna be using my powder brush, and I'm just gonna be blending that out. Now, I did not pick up extra product or powder. I'm just going in and blending out, and I'm using the product that's already on the brush. This big forehead. Now, I don't know, I guess I've been using this, guys. No, I'm not gonna go out like this. I've been using it because normally when I do my makeup, I do get a lot of makeup on my hair and it looks so white. So I've been using this to kind of protect or to cover up so I won't get so messy on my hair. And there you go. I'm gonna be using Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade Stark Naked. And I'm just gonna be putting that all over my lips. Now this is gonna be a really nude color just because I do have a pop going on in my eyes. And it can be, depending on how you see it, a bit dramatic. So I want to go in fair on my lips. And I am using a lip brush. This is Morphe M560. This is the final look, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is supposed to be a fun, glamorous kind of look, so go ahead and show it off. And I hope you liked it. I will see you guys later. So be back. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. Also look at the description box for any questions that you may have that I might already have posted. There's your answer. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Mwah.